Tonight, I want you to lean in closely. What I'm about to share with you is not loud. It's not flashy. And it's not something you broadcast to every person around you. This is something whispered between your heart and heaven. Because sometimes the greatest miracles God sends are the ones He releases in silence. You don't tell anyone. You don't announce it. You simply believe it. There is a prayer, a quiet, faith-soaked prayer that opens the door to miraculous financial provision, not because of luck, not because of chance, but because God moves when a believer dares to speak in faith, even when their pockets look empty. Some of you listening right now have prayed, and nothing changed. You've cried, but the situation stayed the same. You've asked God for help, yet the bills kept rising. And you wondered, Lord, why isn't anything happening? But hear me. Money does not move by noise. Money moves by faith, by alignment, by the spiritual laws God Himself established. And when you pray this prayer, not shouting, not panicking, but believing, something begins to shift in the unseen realm. God's angels, His ministering spirits, start moving. They go where you cannot go. They touch hearts you cannot reach. They influence opportunities you cannot predict. But the key, the secret, the power is this: you don't tell anyone. You keep it between you and God, and you EXPT provision. Because what God is about to do for you is personal. It is intimate. It is tailored specifically for the financial breakthrough you need. Your words carry more authority than you realize. When you speak abundance, heaven hears. When you speak faith, the atmosphere around your finances begins to transform. When you speak provision, lack loses its grip on your life. So tonight, we offer God not fear, but trust. Not desperation, but expectation. Not noise, but faith-filled silence. And now, with that faith rising in your heart, pray these words with the quiet strength of someone who knows God is moving. Father, I thank You for supernatural provision. I thank You that money is appearing, doors are opening, opportunities are coming, and angels are moving on my behalf. I will not fear. I will not doubt. I receive miraculous supply in Jesus' name. And when you pray like that, softly, secretly, confidently, something begins to work for you. Unexpected favor appears. Unexpected money shows up. Unexpected solutions unfold, because faith activates what silence protects. Don't shout it. Don't explain it. Don't analyze it. Just believe it. Because miracles don't need an audience. They only need your faith. Listen closely, because what I'm about to say is not for everyone. It is only for those who are ready to step into a level of supernatural provision that defies logic, timing, and even understanding. This is not something you shout in the streets. This is not something you discuss with doubters. This is not something you post everywhere. No. This is a secret between you and God. Because the moment you announce what God is doing for you, the enemy tries to interrupt it. But the blessings that come in silence are the ones the enemy cannot stop. Some of the greatest financial miracles you will ever experience will come quietly, unexpectedly, and without explanation. You won't even know how it happened. You will only know who did it. There is a prayer, a very specific prayer, that opens the door to this silent supernatural increase. A prayer spoken without fear, without noise, and without needing anyone else to agree with you. A prayer whispered in faith and answered in power. And here is the truth. When you pray in secret, God moves in the open. When you trust Him quietly, He rewards you loudly. When you sow your faith in silence, your harvest arrives with undeniable strength. Some of you right now are under financial pressure. Bills are piling. Opportunities seem blocked. People you trusted let you down. Doors closed without warning. But hear this, your situation is not bigger than God's supply. Your lack is not stronger than His abundance. Your need is not greater than His ability. God has angels, real powerful ministering spirits, ready to move on your behalf. ready to touch the hearts of people you've never met, ready to bring opportunities you did not ask for, ready to position resources that have your name on them. But God moves when your faith speaks, not loudly, not desperately, not fearfully, but confidently. Right now, I want you to hold this prayer in your heart, not just on your lips, and speak it with the quiet authority of someone who knows heaven is listening. Father, I thank you for miraculous money. I thank you that supernatural provision is coming. I thank you that what I need is already on the way, not by chance, not by effort alone, but by your divine supply. Let angels be released. Let favor find me. Let increase manifest for me. In Jesus' mighty name. And when you speak like that, something shifts, not outside first, but inside. Your spirit aligns with abundance. Your mind aligns with expectation. Your atmosphere aligns with breakthrough. Then, without warning, doors open. Conversations happen. Problems dissolve. Unexpected money appears. Provision arrives from directions you didn't anticipate. You won't have to explain it. You won't have to justify it. You won't have to prove anything, because when God does it, the miracle speaks for itself. So keep this prayer close. Don't broadcast it. Don't debate it. Don't dilute it. Just believe it, receive it, and watch the financial hand of God move in ways you cannot imagine. There are moments in life when God whispers something to your spirit that is not meant for everyone to hear. Something sacred. Something powerful. Something that carries the weight of heaven's provision. What I'm about to share with you is one of those moments. This is not a prayer you shout across the room. This is not a declaration you post for the world. This is a divine conversation that belongs only between you and God, because there are financial miracles that are too precious to expose to noise, doubt, or negativity. Miracles that grow best in silence. Miracles that manifest when you trust God quietly. You see, the supernatural realm doesn't respond to fear or panic. It responds to stillness, faith, and spiritual certainty. And when you align yourself with God in that quiet place, money begins to move in ways you cannot explain. Some of you listening right now have been battling financial pressure for so long that your heart is tired. You've prayed. You've believed. You've tried everything you knew, and still the breakthrough feels delayed. But I want you to hear me clearly. A delayed blessing is not a denied blessing. A silent season is not an empty season. A quiet prayer can unlock a loud miracle. Heaven has resources with your name on them. Opportunities prepared long before you were born. Favor waiting for the right moment to reach you. Angels assigned to your financial future. God has not forgotten you. He has not ignored you. He has not abandoned you. He is preparing something bigger, something better, something that will show you just how powerful secret faith can be. And the key is this: don't tell anyone. Not yet. Not now. This miracle requires privacy. It requires silence. It requires a faith that speaks only to God. Because when you pray this way, heaven hears you clearly. Angels move swiftly. Provision aligns perfectly. Now, speak this quietly inside your heart. Let your spirit say it with certainty, even if your voice barely whispers it. Father, I receive supernatural provision. I receive unexpected money. I receive financial increase, not by human effort alone, but by your divine intervention. Let the doors swing open. Let the right people appear. Let the miracle locate me. In Jesus' mighty name. And when that prayer leaves your spirit, even silently, something begins to shift. God starts arranging what you cannot see. He starts connecting what you cannot reach. He starts preparing what you cannot imagine. Then suddenly, the burden lifts. The call comes. The opportunity arrives. The money appears. And you realize it wasn't coincidence, it wasn't luck, it wasn't chance. It was God. It was faith. It was the quiet prayer that opened the door. So keep this between you and heaven. Guard it. Protect it. Believe it. And watch the miracle unfold in a way so powerful. that even you will say, only God could have done this. Tonight, I want you to listen with your spirit, not just your ears, because what I'm about to share is not ordinary. It is not common. It is not something you discuss casually with friends or family. This is a divine secret, a spiritual key that unlocks financial miracles, a prayer that opens invisible doors, a moment that requires silence, faith, and privacy. You see, not every blessing is meant to be announced. Not every breakthrough is meant to be shared too soon. Some miracles grow best when no one is watching. Because when God begins to move in your finances, the enemy looks for any open door to interfere. But when you pray quietly, when you trust silently, when you keep your expectation between you and God alone, nothing and no one can interrupt what heaven is releasing. Some of you have cried behind closed doors. Some of you have struggled quietly. Some of you have smiled in public, but battled financial fear in private. But hear me clearly, your private battles are about to produce a public testimony. Because God has heard your whispers. He has seen your faith. He has watched you hold on when everything tried to pull you down. And now heaven is responding. There is a supernatural shift happening even now. Angels are moving. Obstacles are weakening. Resources are being rearranged. People who don't even know you yet are being positioned to bless you. But this requires one thing from you: silence in the natural, boldness in the spirit. You don't tell anyone what you're expecting. You don't share the prayer God placed in your heart. You guard it like a seed. You protect it like a promise. You nurture it with faith. Because when your prayer is hidden, your blessing is unstoppable. Now, with that same quiet confidence, let these words rise gently from your spirit. Father, I thank you for supernatural financial release. I thank you that unexpected money is coming. I thank you that provision is appearing from every direction. I thank you that angels are working on my behalf. Doors are opening. Favor is flowing. Breakthrough is manifesting in Jesus' mighty name. And as you pray, you will feel it, that inner shift, that spiritual confirmation, that assurance that something has already begun. Because heaven doesn't move when you panic. Heaven moves when you trust. Not loudly, not emotionally, but quietly, steadily, confidently. And soon, at the right time, without warning, the money appears. The opportunity arrives. The answer comes. The weight lifts. And you will stand there knowing this was God. This was divine. This was the miracle that silence protected. So keep this moment sacred. Protect your expectation. Guard your prayer. And prepare for the blessing that is already moving in your direction. There are prayers you pray with your mouth, and then there are prayers you pray with your spirit. Prayers that don't need noise, applause, or attention. Prayers that move mountains quietly. Prayers that activate heaven without anyone else knowing. What I'm about to share with you right now is one of those prayers. You don't tell anyone. You don't explain it. You don't seek approval. Because this is a financial miracle designed specifically for you, and it functions best in silence. Some blessings require privacy. Some breakthroughs require secrecy. Some miracles require you to close the door, still your heart, and let God work without distraction. And right now, someone listening to this has been carrying a financial burden so heavy that even smiling feels like work. You've been trying to hold everything together, trying to stay strong, trying not to show the world how close you are to breaking. But hear me tonight, God has seen every tear you never cried out loud. He has heard every fear you never voiced. He has felt every pressure you tried to hide, and He is responding. Not later, not someday, not eventually. Now, something is shifting in the spiritual realm on your behalf. God is aligning resources. He is touching hearts. He is arranging paths. He is commanding angels to move where you cannot. But for this moment, for this miracle, you must stay quiet. Not out of fear, but out of faith. Because when you protect the seed, the harvest comes faster. When you protect the prayer, the blessing becomes stronger. When you protect the promise, the miracle cannot be stopped. So take a slow breath, let peace settle into your spirit, and whisper this prayer from your heart. Father, I thank you for supernatural financial miracles. I thank you that money is coming from expected and unexpected places. I thank you that provision is on the way. Angels are moving. Favor is flowing. Breakthrough is manifesting. In Jesus' mighty name. And when you speak those words, even softly, the atmosphere around your life changes. Something unlocks. Something breaks open. Something accelerates. Suddenly, opportunities begin to find you. Debt begins to lose its hold. Unexpected income appears. Doors open that were closed for years. And when it happens, and it will happen, you will know this truth. The miracle didn't need noise. It only needed your faith. So hold this moment close. Keep this prayer hidden in your heart. Don't announce what God is doing. Just receive it. Because your silent prayer is about to produce a very loud blessing.